Hi, in this installation video I will show you how to install our windshield on KTM 790 890 from 2023. These parts you will get from us: windshield, long tube spacers, small tube spacers, 12mm navigation bar, M5 by 60 bolts, M5 by 30 bolts, M5 by 16 bolts, M6 by 12, M6 washers, M5 plastic washers, this spacer under holder for the navigation bar, holder for the navigation bar, springs which will help you to support this edge cover and the edge cover. For installation of RADE Garage windshield and navigation bar, you will need Torx 30, 2 Allen key size 4, Allen key size 3 and pliers. In this chapter I will show you how to remove the original windshield before we can install our windshield. To remove the original windshield, you need to take out these 4 bolts at the front and 2 bolts on the side. You will need Torx 30.
For installation navigation bar which comes with the windshield, we need to remove these 2 bolts and then the plastic cover. For removing the bolts, you will use Torx 30, and after you remove the bolts, you just slide out the plastic cover. Before we will install the windshield on the bike, we will prepare a few parts. We start with the navigation bar. You will need the holder for the navigation bar, the 12mm navigation bar, M6 by 12 bolts and M6 washers. Place the washers on the bolts. Now place the 12mm navigation bar to the holder and install the bolts. When you have installed the bolts, you will need 2 Allen key size 4 and you will tight the bolt against each other.
Take the edge cover and start to install it from this edge around the windshield to back to this edge. When you have installed the edge cover, you will take the spring and place it here at the end of the edge cover. You will do the same on the other side. If the springs get loose like this, you will take the pliers and you will squeeze the spring like this. This is how the navigation bar and the windshield should look like before you install it. In this chapter I will show you how to install the windshield and navigation holder. For installation of the navigation bar, you will need assembled navigation bar, spacer and M5 by 16 bolts and Allen key size 3. You will place the spacer here, then you will put there the assembled navigation bar. You will use the bolts and you will tie them by Allen key size 3. For mounting the windshield, you will need the long tube spacers, the short tube spacers, M5 by 60, M5 by 30 bolts and plastic washers. We will start mounting the windshield by using the M5 by 30 bolts, plastic washers and small tubes. You will prepare the M5 by 30 bolts with a plastic washer like this. From behind, you will place the small tube spacing like this. and then you will install it on the bike. You will tighten the bolt by Allen key size 3, but don't fully tighten the bolt yet. Take the second M5x30 bolt with a plastic washer on it and the small tube spacer. Place the small tube spacer between the original holder of the windshield and our windshield, and then install the bolt. You will need Allen key size 3 and don't tighten the bolt fully yet. Take the M5x60 bolts with plastic washers on it and the long tube spacers. We will install the bolts and the long tube spacers here at the top, and you will do it the same way as it was done here at the bottom. You will need also Allen key size 3. We will mount the sides of the windshield by using M5x16 with a plastic washer, and you will need Allen key size 3. Now when we have all bolts at the positions as they should be, we will tie them properly. You will need Allen key size 3. The installation of RADE Garage windshield and navigation holder is now complete, and I hope you will enjoy it on road and off-road.